We are just a few days away from finally getting to the finish line in terms of who's going to face Mommy, the Women's World Champion, at WrestleMania 40. Because this weekend in Australia, Elimination Chamber down under in Perth, Australia, 6 women will go into that demonic structure, and only one will come out as the number one contender to the World Championship when it comes to the women's division. And of course, I'm already giving out my prediction on the fact that, of course, Rhea Ripley, Mommy, has to walk out of the chamber. Not the chamber itself, but the pay-per-view. Still Women's World Champion. It just has to happen. Even though Nia Jax has done a tremendous job. A pretty damn good return, pretty damn entertaining return. They've used her in the best way possible. Her physicality, her presence, her attitude, that promo that she had with Becky Lynch a couple of weeks ago. Just everything that Nia Jax has been able to do up until this point has been effective and has made us care about Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax at Elimination Chamber. But here's the thing. Who's walking out of the chamber as the number one contender? And if you recall, a few months ago, I pretty much called it. I pretty much called that the man herself, Becky Lynch, was being separated. She was being kept apart from Rhea Ripley for almost a year at this point. Rhea Ripley has not defended her championship against Becky Lynch, someone who is arguably the most deserving based on pedigree, based on accomplishments, based on star power. But WWE has kept them apart for the very basic, for the very simple reason that it is definitely worthy of a WrestleMania main event. Now, there's 6 women going in, and I can already disqualify about 4 of them. Nothing against them. It's just that their story doesn't have that much importance. Their character hasn't been developed. I really don't see him as a threat to Rhea Ripley. And of course, I'm talking about the returning Naomi. She's going to make a splash of her own after WrestleMania. Possibly we're going to get Bayley versus Naomi on the SmackDown side of things after WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. But for now, Naomi's not walking out of the chamber. Raquel Rodriguez, unexpected return on Monday, an unexpected win in that Battle Royal. And again, a lot of people are saying that they wanted Chelsea Green to win that Battle Royal and get into the chamber. But I would have preferred they give that spot to Zoe Stark or a Shayna Baszler. Wasn't meant to be, but again, Raquel Rodriguez is going to hit her spot in the chamber, and then she's going to get eliminated by one or the other of the 2 women who are actually true contenders, true threats to Rhea Ripley's title reign. You got Tiffany Stratton, who, in my opinion, they're going to do everything humanly possible, everything they can to make her have the breakout performance, not only in the chamber, but of the night. They need to put this girl over tremendously on TV, character-wise, wrestling-wise. This girl on NXT, this woman in NXT, made quite an impact, is entertaining as hell. She knows the character that she's playing, and she'll be quite effective on SmackDown. But for now, she's not walking out of the Elimination Chamber as number one contender. And the last one that I would consider is not a true candidate to walk out is, unfortunately, Liv Morgan. You know, promo aside from this past Monday night. Even though there is some history between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, you got the revenge and all that. I don't see currently Liv Morgan, beating current Rhea Ripley. And if I can't see, I'm sorry. And I'm just, I'm viewing it again from an IWC point of view, but I'm sorry. If I can't view her as someone who can actually beat Rhea Ripley on a grandest stage of them all, then she's not a real threat to the title at this point. So again, those 4 women are out of here. Which brings me back to Becky Lynch and the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. Because, if you recall, last year, Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair to become Women's Champion. Bianca Belair defeated Asuka to retain her Women's Championship. And pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, the next night on Raw, both champions confronted each other. It was either the next night or a week after. And you could sense, you could feel the tension in the room. It was palpable. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair in any way for any championship, even if there's not a title involved. Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley is a money match. And to be frank, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I haven't been considering this as a possibility because I've been under the assumption that we were going to get Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair on the SmackDown side of things. Obviously, that was impossible. But now Bianca Belair has a clear path to WrestleMania. And to me, she's the only one that can stop Becky Lynch from walking out of the chamber with the win. Will she? I don't think so. Again, I don't think so. But there's a possibility that she might. To me, it's still going to be Becky Lynch. And you can either pair Bianca Belair with a Jade Cargill. That's a tremendous match for a debut match for Jade Cargill, singles match debut at WrestleMania. That would do wonders for her star power. But are you willing to sacrifice Jade Cargill in her first match, or are you willing to sacrifice Bianca Belair's WrestleMania streak? That's the only question. Or why not reward Nia Jax's pretty damn good return so far by having her face off against Bianca Belair in a losing effort, of course, to the EST, but WrestleMania, baby. WrestleMania. As far as that's concerned, Becky Lynch walks out of the chamber with the number one contendership. We get Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley, dream match at WrestleMania, something that's been being held up against us for almost a year. They've been dangling that carrot. It's time to finally give it to us, and there's a slight chance Bianca Belair might be the other one walking out. So with that said, what are your thoughts on the chamber lineup? It's a tremendous lineup. I'm very excited about this match, a little bit more than the men's side of things, if you believe me or not. But leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. With that said, hopefully you enjoyed NXT tonight. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, they start their rivalry. It's getting a little bit better. Not better. How can I describe it? It's advancing. It's advancing. We might get that Trick back on NXT TV very, very soon. So with that said, I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.